I caught my 16-year-old daughter sneaking out at 2 a.m. When I followed her, I discovered a secret she'd been keeping for months. The first time I noticed my daughter's bedroom window open at dawn, I blamed the summer heat. The second time I wondered if she was letting the neighbor's cat in again. By the third time, I knew something was wrong. Maya had always been my easy child, part straight A's depot team captain, the kind of teenager who actually talked to me about her day until 3 months ago, when she suddenly became a walking stereotype, moody, secretive, and glued to her phone. I tried everything the parenting books suggested. I gave her space, I attempted heart-to-hearts. I even bribed her with trips to her favorite ice cream shop. Nothing worked. The daughter who once told me everything now barely made eye contact. Last Tuesday night, I woke to the sound of our security system chiming parent, the subtle alert that signals a door or window opening. It was 2:17 a.m. My heart raced as I crept to Tasha's room and found her bed empty, window cracked open. I should have called the police. I should have texted her with threats of grounding for life. Instead, I grabbed my keys and followed my instincts. I spotted her 2 blocks away, walking quickly in jeans and a dark hoodie, her phone flashlight guiding her path. I kept my distance, headlights off, moving slowly. What 16-year-old girl sneaks out in the middle of the night? My mind raced with worst-case scenarios, parrot drugs, boys' parties. She led me to the edge of town, past the 24-hour pharmacy, toward the abandoned community center that closed after funding cuts last year. My stomach tightened as she approached the building. Was this where teenagers were meeting for God knows what? These days I parked across the street and watched as she unlocked a side door with what looked like an actual key. How did she get that? The lights inside flickered on, and I sat frozen, debating whether to call for backup or confront her myself. 20 minutes later, my decision was made for me when a battered minivan pulled up. An exhausted-looking woman stepped out, leading 2 small children in pajamas toward the door where Tatis had entered. I couldn't sit there any longer. I crossed the street and approached the building, peering through a window before entering. What I saw stopped me cold. The old community center's main room had been transformed. Mismatched tables were arranged in a circle covered with textbooks, laptops, and snacks. Statish sat cross-legged on the floor, helping a young boy with what looked like math homework in the corner. 3 other teenagers were working with different children. I recognized some of them son kids from the apartment complex across town that had been condemned for safety violations last month. Families were still living there while fighting eviction notices. I quietly opened the door and Tags' head snapped up. The look on her face wasn't guilt, parent, it was fear. Mom, she whispered, walking toward me. Please don't shut us down. Shut what down? I asked, still trying to process the scene. Our night school, she said. These kids don't have internet at home. Their parents work night shifts and they're falling behind in school. We've been helping them 3 nights a week. The woman I'd seen from the minivan approached us. Are you Tezzence's mom? Your daughter is an angel? My boys' grades have improved so much since she started tutoring them. I can show you their report cards over the next hour. I learned that Titus and her friends had started this makeshift night school after their school's after-hours tutoring program was cut. They'd convinced the former community center director to give them access to the building. The teenagers took turns based on their strengths. Nanas taught math and science. Her friend Jason handled English. Another girl taught art classes to the younger kids. Why didn't you tell me? I asked on the drive home, my anger now mixed with confusion and, if I am honest, pride, because adults always complicate things, she said quietly. You would have worried about insurance or permission slips or called the school. We just wanted to help. She was right. I would have done all those things. Yesterday, I helped Tavish draft a proposal to the city council to reopen the community center with proper funding. I also bought her an alarm clock, so she doesn't have to rely on her phone's alarm for her 1:45 a.m. shifts. Sometimes our children's secrets aren't what we fear. Sometimes they're doing things so good, so pure that it takes our breath away, even at 2 a.m. on a school night. I still grounded her for a week, though some parenting rules can't be broken even for angels.